we're going to do this review. This should be an interesting one. The grand final of the Universal Open. Shall we just get right into it? I think we can probably just hop right into it. Don't see why not. We already did one review of Scrub and Greasy playing versus Gimmick and Squishy in this tournament. That was, of course, the winner finals, which I thought Scrub and Greasy would win, but they didn't. They lost to Squishy and Gimmick. You see now. And that means that when they got to the grand final rematch, because Scrub and Greasy did knock out the third place team Metsonoris and Magnus in the loser finals, that was a 4-1, or was it a 3-1? I don't remember if it was best of 7 or best of 5. What I do know is that Scrub and Greasy won it, and yeah, that was a pretty good start for them. Now that might, it looks like a giveaway from Greasy, but he really didn't want to be put under pressure there. He didn't have the boost, so playing that one a bit safe. Could have, of course, turn around and make a possession play, but he's worried that Cloud9 would make a challenge. I think after the first series that Cloud9 beat Greasy and Scrub and Greasy were more afraid of Cloud9's challenges than before. That's a really, really poor touch from Greasy. He tries to hit that ball much later. I think he snatched at it a little bit. That's definitely nerves to start off this this series, because you see he's probably saw Squishy's pretty close, and if he can boom that, maybe there's a chance he gets it over to Squishy. But he just mistimed his half volley completely. Connie Kid, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. Mr. Crux Music, thanks for the Prime sub as well. I appreciate that. I'm doing pretty good, RL6. Thanks for asking. Yeah, the takeaways from the first series were, of course, Gimmick and defense had a couple of pretty big blunders. Squishy, I think, was being a bit risky with the way he was challenging the ball. So most of Squishy's misplays were actually on the girls' side of the field. I didn't think he made the best decisions related to when to challenge. I think he got a bit lucky sometimes not to get or to come off worse in some of the 50-50s that he was opting into, and he definitely did go up for too many of Gimmick's passes, which he shouldn't really be committing to. So that was the takeaway for Squishy, is play a little bit less risky. For Scrubkill, I think too many air dribbles in the first series, not working out very well compared to more efficient plays would, perhaps. And Greasy was panicking a lot, lots of side flips, lots of accidental miss hits. We're already seeing that again in this series with the miss hit clear straight into Squishy for the 1-0 lead here for Cloud9. But I did think the girls had a pretty good chance to come back in this series, and although it's a 1-0 advantage for Cloud9 thanks to their earlier win, I thought the girls had a pretty good shot, because they just came off a really big win against Metsonoris and Magnus, so I wasn't too worried about their fatigue or anything like that. They must have been feeling pretty good at this point. They didn't make like a monster loser bracket run, they just dipped down to loser bracket for one single series. The other thing to talk about before we get deep into this series is the format. So you'll have noticed that the winners finals here for this series, Cloud9 come in with a 1-0 lead. The grand finals, Cloud9 come in with a 1-0 lead. That's because they won the winners finals. And I actually like that format more than a bracket reset, to be honest. I'm all for seeing lots of games in Rocket League. In a tournament format, you want to be able to see good teams play against good teams as much as possible, of course. But I think there are better ways to do that than forcing the team in the grand final to play an additional series when you're coming from loser bracket. I don't think that's the best way to get your games in, or to get more games in. I think there's definitely better formats than the one we're seeing. But I do think that this format is better than a bracket reset. That's just my opinion. A lot of you guys might really like a bracket reset, but I don't. I think it's asking way too much of the team coming from losers, because they've already played more series coming from losers, and I know winners is supposed to be an advantage, but I think it's too big of an advantage that you have to be beaten twice in a row in a longer series than you've had ever get before in this tournament. Alright, there's the equalizer here for Greasy and Scrub. Greasy just beating Squishy. We saw a bit of that in the first series. Greasy was surprising Squishy with his speed. So that's impressive by Greasy off the wall there. Nice aerial mechanics. Squishy needs to probably be a little bit faster or a little bit more grounded, not go up for those not go up for the shot. Surfing Party, thanks for 13 months. Digital Split, thanks for 23 months. It's Zocker, thanks for 3 months as well.
What do a dwarf
Welcome
and
back,
a
guys.
midget have in common?
That's a huge dunk by Scrub. Very little. Okay, I see what you did there. I think Gimmick should be able to do more. Should be able to do more here. I'm surprised that this went in. Yeah, just massive hesitation there by Gimmick. As a front man, he probably should just go in for that much sooner, not give Scrub so much time. There's that outside arm fist bump coming in for Scrub again. Very impressive. I don't know if there were any handshakes at the end of the series to analyze. I think there might have been some hugs, or we'll see. We'll have to wait and see what happened. Okay, I don't recall. I did watch this live, and I thought the series was really, really good. That's why I wanted to analyze it live on stream, because I know not all of you will have seen it, and I know that a lot of people were asking for it. So here it is. A lot of you expected the first time that you saw Girls versus Cloud9 in a thumbnail, you thought this is the series I would be doing, but I thought the Winners Final Series was really good as well. I wanted to analyze both of these series because they were really, really good, and that's what I'm kind of doing with my replay analysis, or not replay analysis, tournament analysis videos these days. I just wait until there are tournament matches, tournament series that I actually want to show to you guys and talk about. When will I host another tournament? Honestly, not sure. Not sure. Might do one this week. We'll have to wait and see. Right, so Squishy is playing a little bit further back here. It's good to see that Squishy's willing to do that because they are losing. And it would be very easy to just throw yourself all the way forward. It's a good save by Scrub there. Squishy low boost play from close range. Marco, thanks for the 25 months in a row. My goodness, welcome back, buddy. I appreciate that. I'll be updating the sub count probably between games in this review. Good grind play by Scrub. You see how much more dangerous this is, in my opinion, than an air dribble. And it's so much more safe than an air dribble because he's back in the play, so he can make saves on defense like this one. If he'd gone for an air dribble play and left Greasy out there, Greasy might have been alone at the back. So really good decision making by Scrub there. Just keep the ball grounded. Go for a safer play at the end of the series. Yo, guess what happened today? I don't know, man. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me. Let me check how many sub points right now. We're at 2305. Not expecting to beat our record of 2356 today, but you never know. You'd never know. Oh wait, we got another one. That'll be 2306. Thank you, Grandfather Sandman, for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's my sub. That is my sub goal in the top corner. Mad that we got so many subs last time I streamed. Oh, is the game not in Rocket League? My bad. I forgot to change the in-game name. The Twitch game that we're playing to Rocket League, so might be on that one. I'm going to mention before we continue, since I did in passing say that there are better formats in my opinion than the one that we're seeing used by Universal Open, and talk about that really briefly. I think my favorite format that we've seen for a tournament of this size, 8 teams in Rocket League. We've seen quite a few formats, but the best one that I've seen, my favorite that we've seen, was E-League, which started off with 2 groups, and after groups it was single elimination. I think that's the best format. I would really love if Rocket League would adopt that format for Worlds, for RLCS. I think it's just the best one. Tried to say it to you, but you ignored me. Wait, I tried to say what? Are you asking what format? Yeah, sorry, I can't read all the chat right now. I'm trying to look at the game as much as I can and talk about it. Here's another really risky play by Squishy. Remember I was saying that his probably biggest mistake that he made in the first series against Girls was that when Gimmick did pass the ball to Squishy, Squishy was thinking, okay, I'm just going to go up for that and hope for the best. Even though he was getting beaten to the ball quite a lot. That could have just been a goal. In fact, it still might be a goal, and it is a goal. Nope, Scrub's missed it. Never mind. Not a goal, because Scrub has missed an open net. That is a shocking miss by Scrub. But the chance came from another Squishy Muffins overcommit. He's last man back in defense. I know he's in attack, but he's the last line of defense for his team. Because Gimmick just centered the ball in the air, or with Gimmick's car also being in the air. And Squishy should identify that, think, okay, if I don't get a goal here, then Greasy and Scrub have a much easier goal to score with no way for us to get back and save it, so I shouldn't really go up for that. That Squishy shouldn't be going up. He definitely got a bit carried by Gimmick offensively this series. That's another like questionable challenge by Squishy actually. Look at what's happening. I don't like this challenge by Squishy at all. He's not shooting by the looks of things. I don't think he's shooting there. If he thinks he can get shot off, fair enough. But I don't think he is. And if this ball had bounced off the back wall, Scrub would have been straight down the middle with a one-on-one versus Gimmick. So I don't like that at all. When your teammate gets demoed in 2v2 in the offensive corner, you should not be diving in as a solo player to make a challenge. Like, this is also questionable. I don't like this either, because look how far away Scrub is. Greasy should know that Scrub is not ready yet to follow up, because he just saw Scrub falling on the other side of the field with a little boost. So if Greasy doesn't get a win on the ball here, Scrub's not behind him to follow up. Not a good challenge there by Greasy. He kind of threw himself in. Luckily, Squishy couldn't get control of the ball sufficiently to take Scrub out of the game as well, or it could have been really bad news for girls. Now that's much better. See, here Gimmick gets the ball away from Scrub and Squishy is ready behind him to follow up. So that's a much better challenge by Gimmick. He's timed not only his own arrival, but also the arrival of his teammate. I was more impressed by Gimmick's challenging than Squishy's. But don't get that confused with me or Gimmick's goalkeeping, which was pretty shambolic at times. So a lot of things that could have been improved on here. Oof, that's risky. I thought Scrub was going to try and take this one up and over here. If you do want to play this as safe as possible, of course you want to take it over the top of the crossbar so the other team can't shoot. But Scrub's cut this way too early, so the ball's not going up, and he actually gets a bit fortunate there not to get scored on. Both teams. This is a really messy game. That's not a good shot by Greasy as well. He's got Scrub in the middle. He's got an option. And I don't know why he doesn't take it, if I'm honest with you. He's not got much boost, but I think he could probably reach Scrub here. Yeah, 35 boost. You could definitely hit Scrub with a pass here. You just need to fade away a little bit sooner. He's driving straight. He should be fading away here. Even if the pass is really obvious, it doesn't matter, It doesn't really matter from this range if the pass is super obvious. Stop hating on Squishy. I'm not hating on anyone. Just pointing out when they make mistakes. You don't have to agree. Like, this is all, of course, just my perspective on what happens. And it is a super nerve-wracking situation. They're in a grand final. I think the prize money difference between first and second place for this tournament is 6,000. Oh, that is so good by Gimmick again. Gimmick gets the ball over the top of Scrub, and look at that in the net. Gimmick just bumped Greasy, so Squishy has a wide open net here. There is no way. Greasy's not going to save anything. All Squishy had to do is put this on target, and it's a goal. All he had to do is put that on target. He didn't have to put it in a corner, didn't have to put it powerfully. So really, this is a shocking game from both teams. Open net's been missed by both teams. Really risky challenges. It's probably just the nerves of the grand final combined with a little bit of fatigue from a long tournament. Day 3, I believe, of a tournament. And yeah, just a bad game as well. Well, bad game by their standards. It's another sort of air dribble. Greasy hesitation. Look at this hesitation by Greasy. I don't think he expected Gimmick to be up here, honestly, and then he realized that he was too late. But that's still a huge misplay by Greasy. If we watch where Greasy is here, how much boost does Greasy have? He might only have 12. It's hard to say, but he could be on 12 boost right now. It's possible. And he just used a little. But he's kind of driven underneath the ball. If Greasy stayed a little bit more side on, he would have been better situated here. Driving right underneath where the ball is going to hit the backboard is not usually a good idea on defense. His thought process, obviously, is maybe the ball's going to fall into the box and I need to be ready to get on top of it. Still, though, great follow by Gimmick. Good speed. Doing tier 3 replays today. Possibly a few. Going to try and get a few done. Can't stick around for too long. Yeah, the Squishy bump was good as well, but I think the thing to talk about was definitely where did Greasy's boost go? I mean, this is why you have to rewind quite a lot. Okay, This is maybe where we're going to go back to. I'm not going to do too much rewinding. So there we go, Greasy landing, no boost. Should he have even gone for this wall clear? This is the question. Oh, okay, so Greasy didn't take this boost. He might have left it for Scrub, to be honest. And he tries to hit the ball out into the midfield. I don't think this is the right decision. This is probably what gets him scored on, because he went for a clear here instead of keeping the ball under control, and that means that now he's just given the ball away. He didn't take anybody out of the game with that touch. That clear by Greasy, although he got the ball out of his own half, not a good idea, because he didn't take anybody out of the game. And there wasn't any pressure either. Like, sometimes you want to... I don't think... I'm pretty sure Greasy wasn't saving this anyway. Pretty sure he's not saving that. Yeah, I think he's probably boost starved. And this shot's really, really good by Gimmick. Doubt Greasy saving that. Maybe. I mean, it's possible that Greasy was saving that. You never know. You never know 100%, but I don't think that shot was getting saved. But let's talk about clearing a little bit in Rocket League. When is it a good idea to clear? When is it a good idea to just take the ball under control? Two things to consider. Number one is, how much of a threat is it if the ball... Okay, Gimmick just got pull shotted into a save. That's really well done by Squishy in the follow-up, though. It's a little bit unlucky for for girls, but look at Squishy here. Gonna play this one more time. Squishy's so good at this. So good at coming off the back wall and getting those light little touches. Gimmick should probably be scoring with that touch, or at least putting a good shot on target, so a bit of a mess up there. Can I check if you're on the tier 3 sub list? Let me check right now for you, buddy. Yeah, you are. Yeah. You've not had your analysis. And you've also not sent me a replay, I believe. But yeah, we're talking about clearing. Is there a threat? If there's a threat, you know, if you think that you're probably going to get scored on, and you need to just get the ball away from danger because a goal is coming for the other team, yep, probably get rid of the ball. Good idea. Unlucky by Scrub there. Double touch was a smart idea. The only way to get the ball past Squishy there. But of course, the other thing to talk about with clearing is where or how many people are you actually gonna get out the game with your touch, because you've got to take or get the ball past opponents for it to be really useful. If you're not actually getting the ball past anybody, then what's the point in hitting it, really? You should probably just take it under control, draw someone in. If Greasy had kept that ball on the back wall, controlled it on the way down, I'm talking about the goal that they conceded that game. If he'd kept the ball under control and then brought it down to the ground, somebody from Cloud9 probably has to challenge him. And when they do, they're taking themselves out of the game, because you're going to have a 50-50, ball's going to bounce away from both those players, and then it's a 1v1 between the remaining two players. An even situation. Whereas if you just kind of softly hit the ball out to the midfield by jumping off the wall like Greasy did, then he's the only one out of the game, because he's going to land in an awkward spot, and he's used all his boosts to get that touch, which didn't actually do anything. It bought them like 2 or 3 seconds, and then the ball's right back where it came from in an even more dangerous position. Trash Silver 3 who needs defensive help. Just rotate more to the back post. Don't drive straight back to goal every time you're going into defense and getting stuck underneath the ball. See how Scrub's rotating right into the back post there? You look at his arrival at the back post. He's gone round here, and then he's coming in towards the goal area instead of going straight into the goal and then making a turn and being in the center of the goal. What does that allow him to do? It allows him to dive across to intercept passes and also make saves if it's a shot. He's got better overall vision in that position. Ollie Boosted, thanks for 100 bits. 2 questions. Are you going to buy the Rocket Pass? Yep. Are you our dream to cast the... Is it my dream to cast the RLCS finals? It would be nice, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's my dream, to be honest. I'm not like, you know, not gunning for it. It's not something I'm really... It's not something I'm like hoping against. I'll hope it'll happen. Okay, let's see what happens here. It's Greasy this time. We'll just go for a hard hit. These backboard touches were getting punished so much. We're going to see a cracking example of it later on in this series, where Scrub Killer gets one of the best goals that I've ever seen. But yeah, it's not safe to go up for the backboard anywhere this time. Okay, Gimmick is doing his best Squishy impression here, where the pass comes in from Squishy, but it's not a particularly good one. And Gimmick should take one look at this pass and think, nah, not worth it. Too risky. But he doesn't. He goes up, takes himself out of the game. And if this had bounced a little bit more favorably, Greasy would have had a free shot. Talking if it had bounced like straight off the wall. Either way, like I don't think going up for that really accomplished anything for Gimmick. Just gave girls a lot of pressure. If it was an awkward spot, like if there's a chance you think, okay, this could bounce awkwardly for the defense, then yeah, sure. Okay, I don't know what on earth happened here. This is madness. Scrub went for an overtaking bump here. Wow. Small the gamer, thanks to the 2 month in a row. Welcome back.
2 months BB.
That's absolute madness by Scrub. I don't know what possessed him to go for that play. I mean, it worked, but that looked pretty risky to me, to be honest. Pretty risky. You think Gimmick should have saved it? I think Gimmick expected a harder... Or, he might have expected the ball to go lower. Gimmick should probably do better here. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I was just so mesmerized by Scrub. Like, what's he did? He even gets an assist. Watch the ball hit Scrub on the way in. And he gets an assist. It's madness. Alright, this is interesting. Okay. I'll try not to talk about too many. I talked a lot about kickoffs last series, but it's more of the same in this one, which isn't surprising given the fact that it's the same two teams. Assist of the day. Aye. Man, Greasy's using so much boost. He had 100 and then it's just gone. Right, so 100 boosts. Kinda took Squishy out of the game this time, but now we again have no boost. Look how much he's look how much damage Greasy's done to himself compared to Squishy there. By using all that boost. I don't know if it was the most efficient way to play. I'm actually really not remembering what happened in this series except for a few moments. Okay, yeah, that was a demo. Checking to see if that was legit. What place do I rate Gimmick? Top 5, definitely. Definitely top 5. Just because his offense is so good.
Sending some love from Wales. Thanks for getting me through a very rough summer.
Mr. Crux, no problem, man. And thank you so much for the fiver. I'm glad that you, glad that you're through it. That's all that matters, man. Oof. Oof. What a save by Squishy. This is a really good read by Greasy. Look at that read. Like, Scrub booms this into the ceiling. Greasy's already up now. And that is like the most efficient path he could have taken. Like, that's a sick read to go that quickly and nail that ball. Squishy's just a beast in goal. He really did carry in goal. Like with saves. Still though. Who's this to? What's it doing? I think Greasy's just afraid that somebody's maybe going to go up and he's trying to make all these touches to take someone out of the game, and Cloud9 are just chilling. They're just sitting back. Nobody's challenging. They're just waiting for Greasy to be done. And then moving in. But I think Gimmick does this. Goodness me. It's weak. What are the things that girls did wrong throughout the games? I talked about this a little bit, but yeah, too much of this. Hard clearing when they could have taken control. Oh my goodness. Gimmick really needs to work on his goalkeeping. But yeah, girls were a little bit... I mean, both these teams, I think every team in the tournament was a little bit disconnected. Like, one player would be making a challenge while the other player is completely not ready to follow up on that challenge. So, you know, challenging as a unit would have been better. Not sure why Greasy got beat to the ball here. What happened? Oh, he's just turning. What the... Watch Greasy here. So he's turning to the... He's right now, he's rotating round clockwise. And then the camera pans to him and he's rotating anti-clockwise. That's a really inefficient turn by Greasy. That's why he just got beat to the ball. Yesterday was your birthday. Happy birthday, man. They're playing like diamond. All these pointless touches passing the other team. There's a lot of pointless touches. Not enough control on the girls' half of the field in particular. Because I know they're both so good on the ground. I think that was probably an advantage that they had. Like try and dribble Gimmick, see what happens. The girls did struggle to deal with Cloud9's challenges. Cloud9 surprised them with a lot of ball chasing style challenges, which girls were not ready for. They thought that Squishy and Gimmick were going to play a little bit more reactive to what's happening and not just go straight in for the ball every time. Not really care. Squishy especially, I think, he caught even me off guard a few times. I was like, what is he doing here? This is madness. But look at this flick by Gimmick. This is genius. Long cars, eh? They're not play like GC level. Nah, to be fair, like even the kind of including all the bad plays, like either of these teams would absolutely smash a Grand Champ team. They would ruin low level Grand Champs. You need a team of 1800s to have any chance against 1800 plus to have any chance. Like they're part of the reason why they're being a bit careless and giving the ball away a lot is because Gimmick just got on the wrong side of this one. There's an opportunity for a flip reset. I thought this would be a flip reset attempt here. Because Scrub's committed to the back wall. Remember I was talking about this in my flip reset training pack. If the goalkeeper's up, obviously you want to get that last touch. If Scrub's already jumped up to try and save this, obviously you want to get that last touch to take it over him. If he's sitting in goal, then you might want to go backboard and double touch it in. And if he's on the back wall, ready to intercept late, why not get a flip reset? Or play for the flip reset? Then, yeah, blocking on the wrong side here is also not a good idea. I'm going to rate RLCS players by region. Nah. Good speed by Scrub, but the accuracy not quite there. I was going to say, like, the pressure of this situation and also the pressure of playing up against really, really quick players in the other team does contribute a lot to how much these teams are giving the ball away. Clean whiff by Greasy. Still got control though. One more chance for Scrub. I wonder what he goes for. Okay, that's not badly done, to be honest. Not bad. You think I'm a pro because I could do 1 out of 25? I've seen players land those types of air dribbling and flip resets enough now that I would expect to see people trying to do it at this level. I was surprised that there were less flip reset attempts, or there were almost no flip reset attempts at the end of air dribbles. It's a good boost steal by Squishy. You'll notice also he could shoot this, but he decides not to, and the reason for that is quite smart. He knows that if he shoots this, the ball's probably going to ricochet off Scrub, hit the back wall and fly into the Cloud9 half, so instead he just lets Scrub hit the ball at him, and that way he could take the boost and take control of the ball again. Control, of course. Yeah, I did see by Mateos' goal in the play-ins. The flip reset into rebound, right? I don't know if I can find that right now just as an example. It's a pretty thematical, it's a good like example of what's happening right now. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. I was sure that I saw it. Oh. Okay. So this is a pretty good example of flip reset happening in competitive recently. This is RLRS play-ins with some pretty funny casting. I love it. So good. This is like rival series play-ins. It's incredible though. But yeah, you don't see I don't think there's enough flip resets attempted in the Universal Open. If they were attempted, if you've seen, like if Scrub and Greasy saw Gimmick going for one flip reset, that would always be in the back of their mind. Every time he air dribbles, every time he goes up for the ball in that position later on in the series, they'll be thinking, oh wait a minute, what if he's going for that flip reset play again? That was pretty risky. That was pretty dangerous. I don't want to go up against that one. So it'd be a good idea, I think, to just mix it up a little bit, not be so predictable, because a lot of these players were very predictable. I think they were all quite predictable with their air dribbling play. Not a good touch there by Scrub. Again, I think Scrub is probably looking for a 50-50 here, but Squishy refuses. He doesn't want a 50-50 because a 50-50 is going to get the ball flying out of their half, or into the blue half. Cox, you're still a big name? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. What just happened? I looked away for a second. Oh dear.
The P is silent, in bronze 3 in solo standard.
Oh dear,
How
Gimmick.
do I fix that?
Oh dear.
Because I don't want to be that guy that hit the ball and my teammates hate me.
Flotsam. Is it Flotsam? Next to the 420. Your bronze 3 in solo standard, how do you fix that? Because you don't want to be that guy that hit the ball and your teammate hit you. Just wait until nobody else is trying to hit the ball. Like I'm drinking the Briska mid-series. Scrub's face. I don't know if you like that. Alright, let's fast forward a little bit. See, it was a pretty... man. Ballsy goal by Scrub and Greasy to take... Was it to take the lead or is it to equalize? I don't recall, but it's still so risky to go for that. Yeah, again, this is surprising. I wouldn't expect this to be the option. Squishy probably expected this ball to pop up a lot more when he made this touch, and then he's like, oh, that really didn't pop anywhere at all. Now he's left with nothing to do but hit the ball straight into a goalkeeper. Wow. Scrub is defending his wall better than he's defending the goal. Anyways, who watched the Scrub versus OSM series, you would have seen me criticize Scrub for this during that series. When he's defending his goal here against a shot, he needs to be at the near post right now. That way, if Gimmick shoots top corner to the left, he could just double jump and get the save by leaning back. If he shoots top corner to the right or across the goal with an air roll shot, he can dive across and reach it. But you can't dive across and reach it if you're starting off that far to the left. So complete mispositioning by Scrub on this play.
Universal Open Grand Final joyful game.
Yeah, just really inefficient pathing back.
Every time you miss an open net. Both teams will just give up and vomit before game 7.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's a good idea. Thanks to the 300 bits, it's Riser. Oh, look, another air dribble by Scrub. Oh, look, another save. No difficulty. Like, why is Scrub air dribbling this? Why? I was thinking in the first series, like, why is Scrub air dribbling so much? Why is he doing this? It's not, like, something that's probably going to catch Squishy off guard that often. He could have gone for anything here. He's completely 1v1. He could go for a flick. He could just dribble. He could try and get a wee bounce dribble going and take a shot from close range. Instead, he's just gone for an air dribble. And Squishy's like, okay, cool. Actually, Squishy had no boost.
Thank you, Johnny, for the great content and helping me getting better at Rocket League.
Connie, thanks for 3,000 bits, man. You're welcome. I appreciate the bits so much. You're number one bitter number one cheerleader for the week. That is so sick. Still, the bumps by Cloud9 were like on another level here. Let's rewind and watch this back. Oh, what's that? Another touch by Greasy that goes straight to Cloud9. Where have I seen that before? And then Squishy with a really genius bump. It was so sick. But this is all girls' fault. They did this to themselves when Greasy made this really pointless touch. Let's rewind back again and see exactly what went wrong here. So Greasy, does he need to go up into the... Let's do a checklist here. Does he need to go up into the air for this? No, Squishy's not up. Does he need to rush this ball to keep it? Like, does he need to keep the ball in the air? No, he could actually, like, he could let this bounce. He could take a stand. Like, there's really no reason to go for this. Greasy's got so much time. So much time. Gimmick's miles out of the play. Zero boost. Look where Gimmick's landing, for crying out loud. Greasy can just control this. And then you've got, like, a huge checklist of options. Scrub Killer could run ahead of Greasy and go for a demo play on Squishy. And then Greasy could just roll into the open net. Greasy can try and dribble Squishy. Flick it into the crossbar for Scrub Killer to come in for the open net. He could start a bounce dribble, like I said before, and then take a shot from close range. Again, all these things are favourable. Like, I'd put money on girls scoring in those situations. But no, Greasy's jumped up and given the ball away with his first touch. And now Squishy in a 1v2 does something really smart. I will say that a lot of players in ranked would look at this ball bouncing and they would think, I think I can score this. Yeah, I reckon if I'm quick enough, I just shoot this ball just over the top of Greasy, then maybe Scrubkiller will whiff the save and I get a goal. That seems like a really smart idea. And then they're going to hit the ball and get dunked on, because Greasy's obviously going to block the shot from the halfway line. So that's not what Squishy does. He hits it off the side wall, which I always say is really, really useful to do in 2s and 3s. Don't walk into dunks there. It's really, really stupid to walk into dunks. That are so obvious. So yeah, 10 out of 10 for Squishy, 0 out of 10 for Greasy. Really, really poor play there. Should have been a goal for girls. Instead, we have a goal for Cloud9. That's the short version of that play.
Shark,
Gav, thanks for the 250 bits, man. Cobalt Car, thanks for the Prime sub. Mangle Squid, thanks for the tier 3 sub. Oh my days. You're a new tier 3 sub if I'm not mistaken. Let me put you on my list before we continue here. Just real quickly.
I
really appreciate that, man. It's a good thing Brian's dead again. Alright, enough of that. Yeah, I'm trying to focus here. I can't be having numbers in my ear. Masuri BT, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Alright, looks like Greasy might have at least somewhat learned his lesson now, because he doesn't straight away go oh my goodness. If I saw the ball bounce and an air dribble be attempted, or just Greasy walks up and shoots this at Gimmick and gives the ball away again, I would have just been like, that's a GG. There's no coming back here. But no, he does try to take a touch. The mistake here is he thought that Gimmick would back off into goal and let him have another bounce on this. So he should have been ready for Gimmick to rush and get underneath this ball, flick it. Yeah, Gimmick timed his challenge really well. He waited to make sure Greasy wasn't going to flick that ball. Then he moved in. Wait. I don't even know if Gimmick knew about that. I don't know if he even knew about that demo. He's just walking back. Maybe he did, because of course director camera forces you to have ball cam on, so Gimmick might not have had ball cam on there. That's pretty funny. I've always said I'm not listening to numbers and I'm trying to concentrate. I'm just not doing it. Scrub just completely whiffed this ball. Terrible game for girls. Has to be said. Squishy shows just how good bounce dribbling and shooting can be. Why is this one of the rare bounce dribble into shooting plays that we've seen this entire tournament? Look how hard that is to save, and even if you do save it, Squishy's still in the play. He's still there at the edge of the box. So it's easily, I think, a way better play than going for all these air dribbles and all these soft clears and just giving away a possession. Alright, this time Greasy does go for the ground play. Doesn't really play his play into space very well. If he dribbled this ball to the right instead of to the left, then he could have gotten away from Squishy as well with this touch. Pepe, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in today. So smartly, Greasy does back out of this aerial, and now he's in defense ready to help out. So he realized he was being beat. At 3-0 down, you'd expect girls to be a bit more careless. Not the best pass by Greasy here. Ideally, he'd be shooting that off the flat part of the wall, not the curve, because if it curves, then that's much easier for Cloud9 to deal with. Zelda, thanks for 420, mate.
Johnny, my life is currently a mess.
Oh no.
My 13-year-old GF left me because it's illegal to date a 30-year-old man. How could she do this to me? I always told her
it does make sense.
Means I love you in dinosaur. Raw XD joyful are immature.
Alright. Good work by Squishy. He's putting pressure on Scrub from behind, so he's ensuring that Gimmick does not get 1v1'd here. Scrub again looking for the air dribble, though I'm not sure why. I would like to see Scrub on this bounce here, accelerating the ball on the deck so he can get away from Squishy and then make a dribbling play on Gimmick. Instead, he tries to start an air dribble again. How many times have we seen those work? Not very often. It was probably Scrub's biggest defensive misplay. Gimmick steps in and stops us from seeing the in and out save from Squishy. Movery, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, what do you guys think? If you had to tell me one thing, I'm curious, Twitch chat, what you guys reckon. What's one thing that you think? It doesn't have to be anything that I've talked about. It doesn't have to be something that I've said. What do you think? Firstly, we'll do both teams, but firstly, what do you think girls could have done better this tournament? What was their, from your guys' perspective, biggest mistake as a team? In-game. Change your team to nah. Stop giving the ball away. Get more goals. Haha. Oh yes, you guys are all so clever. Defensive double commits. There were defensive double commits earlier on in the tournament, but not too many later on. Defensively, in terms of trust and communication, girls looked a little bit better in the grand finals, I will say. Not too many double commits. There were a few, but not anywhere near as much as there were earlier on. So clearly they're improving about that chemistry. That's a bit vague. But yeah, stop giving the ball away seems like a pretty general consensus as well. I think, like, yeah, they're just giving the ball away too much. Not taking like the ball down and controlling it when they had the option to do so. There's a bit of a bean by Cloud9 here. Like, who beaned this? Yeah, Gimmick just beaned this. He just comes flying in and smashes the ball into the wall. Bang! Then Squishy barrels into it as well, and it's just a double commit in the corner. So yeah, ball control. There wasn't enough ball control for girls. You're right about that one. I think like Greasy, he used his speed at times to surprise Squishy and get a lot of good plays working. But other times he was just trying to get the ball out of girls' half for no real reason. Like, why? Why is he trying to get rid of the ball? There's no incoming threat of a shot for a long time. No need to be so panicky. There's a bit of foreshadowing. Squishy just booming a clear. So yeah, I'd say Greasy gave the ball away too much and the scrub went for way too many air dribbles. Now let's talk about Cloud9. What do you guys think Cloud9 could have done better? What do you think Cloud9 could have done better in game? We're deliberately choosing game 5 here to talk about these things and have less discussion about the game because it's a bit of a ping-pongy back and forth. I'm gonna hard clear the ball. Now you're gonna hard clear the ball. Gimmick goalkeeping, Gimmick defense. Well, you know, Gimmick challenging wasn't actually too bad. He was pretty good at knowing where Squishy was and knowing when Squishy can follow him up. So he didn't challenge at bad times. It's just his goalkeeping is really quite poor, and his defensive positioning at times is really quite poor. Better teammate awareness. I thought Cloud9 had a way better teammate awareness than girls did. But you're right. Yeah, Gimmick goalkeeping. I think Gimmick just needs to get stuck into get stuck into ones for a while. Get smashed in ones, or just practice. If Gimmick wants to get better at goalkeeping, he should probably just scrim Squishy in 1v1. I don't know if they ever do that, but I reckon if Squishy and Gimmick play a whole bunch of ones, Gimmick's probably going to get better at like eyeing up shots that are coming in. What happened to Gimmick here? How did he get so out of position? Yeah, he's just in a bad position here. He kind of screws himself over. Mind, we're not always just seeing Gimmick miss the ball in goal. It's not like he's suddenly bad. He's not a bad player when he's in goal. He just doesn't know how to position to like put himself in a good spot to save lots of shots and to make saves easier for himself. Unlike Squishy, who's very, very good at defensive positioning, very, very good at covering the backboard. Scrub Killer, likewise, super, super good, and like rarely getting caught out in defense. And that's why it's so surprising to see Scrub mess up his shadowing like we did earlier. He wasn't arriving at the right time. He just way too late. And yeah, we did talk like that's the Gimmick thing. I think Squishy needs to go. He needs to like evaluate when Gimmick's passes are not worth going for more, because there's a lot of times this series that Squishy would see a pass from Gimmick and he would just go for it because he can, even though it's not a good idea. He should realize that's way too risky. I should not go for that. Did you get Squishy in for a show match? Well, we'll see. RTS Golden, thanks for the Prime sub. That is a very nice double touch by Greasy. Expected thanks for
Mr.
3 quid,
Owl,
mate. We're
how
skipping
many
the number.
gingerly does it
Just saying.
take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 6 Virgintilian 546.
Yeah, we're not. I said already we're not listening to numbers. Like I can't do it. It makes me lose my focus. I can't concentrate. Not doing it. Not doing it. I'm literally just not doing number spam during reviews because I can't concentrate. Said this like so many times. Get scammed. I said it this stream, for goodness sake. Alright, now that is not a good challenge by Gimmick. This is not a good idea. He has no follow-up. Squishy's not ready to do anything. Luckily for Gimmick, he didn't hit the ball, but he hit Greasy, so that slowed Greasy down. Greasy could have recovered and retaken control of the ball here, and it would have been a 2v1. Although Squishy's been so good at defending 1v2 that probably wouldn't have mattered. Squishy's really good at that. Should be a new emote, get scammed. That's not a bad idea. Johnny's trigger because it reminds him of maths and he's bad at maths. I'm never too bad at maths. Moz, thanks for the 14 months. Welcome back, buddy. How you doing?
I was down by the sea. You will never guess who came up to me. It was everyone's beloved Grazy. And he said, "Stop roasting me, Johnny."
I think Greasy
Happy
was
14th month,
expecting to be
brother.
challenged there. That's
Have
why he
a
rushed
good
that.
night.
He couldn't see where Gimmick was. Oof. Well, that should be a goal. Another complete let-off for girls. What is this shooting by Scrub? He does really well to hit this ball into a position where it's very, very easy for him to follow up, and then he just misses. Greasy gets too close as well. Silly, silly girls. Silly girls. Favorite hot drink? Whenever I'm ordering coffee, it'll usually be a cappuccino. What about you guys? What's your go-to coffee in Twitch chat? Let me know. Greasy's saying, stop making fun of me. Hopefully, nah, Greasy and me are good mates. He knows that, he knows that I'm only doing this to kind of figure out why they lost and figure out where Cloud9 won. Cloud9 did a really good job. I'm impressed. I didn't think that they were going to win this tournament. I thought they were maybe going to come 3rd or 4th. We didn't see them play Mets and Magnus. That would have been an interesting series. There's not many cappuccinos in chat. Actually, I don't think there's any. I'm the only cappuccino drinker, really? Oh wait, who's that? I see one cappuccino. Oh, would you look at that? What's this? What's this? So, Gimmick takes one player out of the game. Good play by Scrub, actually, not to take himself out of the game too much with a diving challenge here. And Greasy booms it. And Squishy's like, thank you very much. I did want the ball, so this is nice. Didn't have to really work for it. You just gave it to me. Thank you very much. This has been happening all series, been happening all tournament between these two teams. Like, Greasy just gives the ball away, and now is Squishy going to give it away quite as easily? No, he's going to make girls work for it. So it's a stark difference in philosophy there between Greasy and Squishy. Greasy just like, boom, surprise, but nobody's surprised because that's pretty much what he's been doing all tournament. When he's presented with an opportunity to half volley the ball in defense. Scrub's going to go for it, but this is a bit more of a necessary touch, I think. Because he couldn't get around this one as much. I don't think there was too many ways to control that. But you see again, Squishy takes the ball under control. Even on the back wall, Squishy's willing to take it under control, make girls work for it. So I'm impressed. At least this time Gimmick is landing on a wall after throwing himself in for a challenge. Yeah, Squishy's beasting right now. Absolutely bossing. Alright, we've been criticizing boomers for a while. Why is this one different? Well, a couple of reasons. Is there somebody ready in the girls' squad, like, to easily clear a boomer here? No, Gimmick can actually hit this on the entire length of the field, so that's not going to be a super easy clear. And he does hit it off the ceiling, which makes it even more awkward, so Greasy's touch isn't likely to be a counter boomer. It's not likely to be a boomer right back into Cloud9's half. It's also not likely to be easy to control that ball, so I like this.
Black square, keep up the good content, Johnny. Black square, black square, black square.
I don't know what that means. Thanks, Beast of Benjamin, for the £3.88, mate. Yeah, sometimes you need to boom the ball in Rocket League because you're under pressure. So it's fine. Sometimes you can stick the defense in an awkward spot where it's going to be hard for them to control the ball. It's going to be hard for them to hit it right back with more pace. But other times, you're not really under a lot of pressure. And you're not really able to hit the ball hard enough to take a player from the other team out of the game, or take multiple players out of the game, or at least make it difficult to control or hit the ball back. Do I think Rocket League's dying? Nah, far from it. Dingo, thanks to the 7 months. Look back. Alright, Greasy was trying to double touch this up the ceiling.
Quite a long time. Wigwam.
Oh wow. Okay, there was actually Gimmick was back. I couldn't see Gimmick behind the ball there. Yeah, this is just not likely enough to work. I don't know what Greasy's trying to do here, but I'm pretty sure it's not this. I don't think he meant to just hit this straight at Squishy. Squishy just gave it straight back though, so. But man, who's this to? Girls are a little bit panicky right now. They're not really sure what they're doing. I mean, Greasy's rotating out. Well, Scrubkill is centering the ball. Who's he centering it to? You didn't thank Moz Edits for the resub? I did. I said thanks Moz for the resub. I'm pretty sure I said thank you. But either way, thanks to the 14-month Moz. I'll say it again. Pretty sure I said thank you. Did I not? I registered it in my mind. Oh, look at that. Another boomer by Greasy. Greasy just refuses to take the ball under control. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want to like just catch this ball and have somebody challenging him. He's like, nope, don't want it. You have it. And then Gimmick's like, no, I don't want it either. You have it. And Greasy's like, no, I didn't want it. Squishy, you have the ball. Squishy's like, I don't want it either. Scrub, you want it? Scrub's like, oh, fine, I'll score. You muppets. There's nobody going to control this. Literally, just, you have it. No, you. No, you. No, you. And Scrub's like, okay, I'll have it. Since nobody else wants this ball, okay, I suppose I'll score. It was a really, really good shot, though. But in the entire run-up, it's just like, Greasy could control this ball. Chooses not to. Gimmick could probably control this ball, or at least hit it somewhere that isn't straight at girls. Chooses not to. Greasy hits it out into the midfield instead of keeping it closer to the girls' half. And then Squishy passes it to Scrub at the back wall. It's just like constantly passing the ball away. We're gonna watch that go one more time, but let's watch this last touch by Greasy is very interesting. So he's got a few options here. He can try and absolutely clang this and see if he can catch Cloud9 off guard. Take a super, super long shot, which is what I think he tries to do. And he does hit it pretty hard. He's thinking, man, I've really boomed that. But he didn't have to do that. He could have tried to control it on the back wall. We've seen that a few times from Squishy in particular, and it's worked out pretty well. Usually draws the girls in, and then he can try and outplay someone. Yeah, Squishy's going to think twice about doing this again, though. Yeah. Yeah. We'll watch this a few times. It's a good goal. NF Sones, thanks for the Prime sub. Bacterio, thanks for the 7 months in a row. I appreciate that, man.
7 months really is a long time. I gave my Twitch Prime to someone
look at the face
else,
for Greasy there, so funny.
To pay real money feels bad, and tie for the content as always.
You're welcome, dude. Thanks for keeping up the streak. Don't feel bad about using your Twitch Prime somewhere else. I appreciate real money as well. This is not how this should be played, by the way. I reckon here Greasy's job, since he's the one with like low boost and Scrub's got tons of boost. This will happen a lot. I reckon a good way to play this situation is actually for Greasy to pressure the ball. He doesn't need to win the ball. He doesn't need to tackle Gimmick. He doesn't need to even hit the ball. He doesn't need to come close to hitting the ball. All he needs to do is force Gimmick to lose control. Drive up to him. Have a presence. Fake a challenge. Maybe go for a bump. Just don't take yourself out of the game. But also, don't just drive away and do nothing, because now Gimmick's got a really, really strong 1v1 against Scrub. This should be a goal most of the time. You would favour the attacker in this position, and it happens because Greasy just ran away. He just gave the ball away, then legged it. I reckon Greasy should probably challenge there. That's a misplay. Difference between this hit by Squishy and Gimmick's book to the ceiling earlier. Well, Gimmick's book to the ceiling earlier, nobody on Cloud9 or nobody on girls was ready to like really smack it back. And also Squishy's hit the backboard. You're probably a lot of us would think, okay, the backboard is further away from our goal or the enemy backboard is further away from our goal than the center of the field is, like a ball in front of the other, or in the other team's box, therefore it's less dangerous because it's further away. However, if the ball hits the backboard and then somebody can half volley it like Scrub did, that's going to go way faster than Greasy aerialing up into the midfield and intercepting
Jonathan
hit.
Affirmative father. Consuming
Decent pass there by
glucose in
Gimmick.
secrecy. You are
Salmonator,
under the
thanks for 11 months,
pretense I
man.
have. Would you dare fabricate the rainbows that you have consumed glucose?
What on earth are you guys
These
talking
claims
about?
are most untrue. Then open your oral cavities.
Basically, it's really dangerous to... It's actually dangerous to hit the ball at the enemy backboard if somebody's ready on the backboard to half volley it right back where it came twice as fast. It's dangerous now. Just like it's dangerous to hit the ball in front of an opponent on the ground, it's dangerous to hit the ball in front of an opponent on the backboard because they can half volley it on the wall, just like they can half volley it on the ground. They both go really far. So now Cloud9 are one goal away from just winning this entire series. Good touch by Squishy. Remember, I was saying that I didn't like how Greasy just ran away from the play after he ran out of boost. Like earlier on, this happened where Greasy made a play off the wall, ran out of boost, and then he like kind of landed at the side of the field, and he just left the ball with Gimmick or he didn't challenge Gimmick. Squishy's like, nah, I need to actually do something here. I don't want to leave Gimmick alone in defense. I'd rather continue to pressure the ball myself, which is the wise thing to do. 3v3 players sometimes get confused by this. I've even had a couple of like really high level 3v3 players tell me that they disagree on this, but I'm gonna like stand my ground anyway because I think that it's just flat out the right thing to do. That is like ambush challenge from behind. If you're out of the game in 2v2, you should probably make a play on the ball. Not bad there by Scrub. Gimmick getting outplayed in defense again, not able to position properly for a save in a 1v1 situation. Decent though by Scrub. Now, I've been criticizing his air dribbles, but that was a lot faster and that was a lot more deadly than some of the ones he's been going for earlier. Gimmick just backflipped in defense. Not good enough. Scrub's reaching for the brisk again. Give me more of that energy. I need more. It's not just if you have comms you should do it. If you're out of the game in 2v2 and the other team are trying to make a dribbling play on your teammate, the best thing, the way that you can help them the most is actually by ball chasing. Because then your teammate who's getting dribbled, he could just sit back and wait for the ball to spill free, and then he can go in and take it for free. Whereas if you just leave him, then he has to save like a controlled dribbling play, which is much harder than saving a free ball. Diagnosis, thanks for the 5 months of Prime. Welcome back. Appreciate that.
5 months and caught you streaming again. Crazy how fast time flies. Cheers,
it is actually mad.
Johnny.
I don't know how it's September already. Alright, let's get into this. This game, I mean, scripted content, am I right? They're going into game 7 of a best of 7. So pretty hype series. Still, a lot of the same mistakes that we've been seeing. I'll just run them down again. So Greasy giving the ball away too much. Too many hits into areas where the other team are going to have no difficulty controlling the ball or dealing with the hit. Squishy, earlier on in the series, was trying to follow up on too many risky passes from Gimmick. He's kind of ironed that out though. We've not seen that happening too much. Still happen a few times, but not too much. Gimmick's goalkeeping and positioning and kind of just general screwing himself over in defense has been back in this series to bite him. And Scrubkilla is still going for tons of air dribbles. Like it is definitely like trends that we're seeing here. No surprise since this series is played on the same day as a series that we already analysed between these two teams. But we're talking about what teams have done well. I'm really impressed with Squishy's ball control, slowing down of the game, just forcing the other team to come and take the ball from him. Very impressed by Gimmick's off the ball bumps. Very impressed by Gimmick's just all around threatening attack offensive ability.
Johnny, your leaderboard for last month is wrong.
It is. I mean, my bits leaderboard is automatic. I don't really have any control over that. Pentagram, thanks for 1,500 bits, dude. I appreciate that a lot. JD Moss, thanks for the Prime sub also. I really appreciate that. I think by month, it might be like actual calendar month. instead of fight last 30 days. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Yeah, Greasy, I think, yeah, we're talking about good things for a while. Greasy, I was very impressed with his speed at lots of times throughout this tournament. Other times he got a little bit too rushed. Needs to slow down, but he's still really, really quick when he's on. When he's on, he's really, really tough to beat to the ball. We gotta remember these guys are a pickup team. Scrub and Greasy have not played as much together as Squishy and Gimmick have, so they did really well in that perspective. And this is, as Scrubkiller's first big line, I think he definitely proved everybody wrong that thought he was just going to come on and like be a toxic little kid or, you know, come on and panic. Like he showed that he has the maturity and he's got the talent to really stand up to the best in the world. Man alive. So dangerous. Again, I'm talking about how dangerous 50-50s are in the opposition corner. This is why, like, Greasy wins this challenge in the technical sense, because he gets the ball to continue in the direction he wanted it to go. However, there's a wall there. In fact, there's walls all around Greasy, and if this 50-50 goes really strongly into a wall, it's just going to bounce back and Squishy's got control. Like, this 50-50 is going to go wrong the vast majority of the time, because there's just so many favourable angles for Cloud9. The ball can ping out in so many ways that are beneficial for Cloud9. So that's why I don't like forcing challenges in the opposition corner in 2v2. I prefer when players go for demos. I prefer when players go for boost steals or fake challenges. Don't 50-50. No, bad idea. And you'll remember earlier in the series I was complimenting Squishy on fading away intentionally from 50-50s in the girls' corner. Very, very smart. Just trying to control the play. Didn't want anything random to happen. I do think Squishy still, in the first series though, went for way too many ball chases. It's like a mixture. I'm impressed by some of the things these players did, and I'm not impressed with others. What is this by Greasy? Really? Do we really think this is working? The backboard looks pretty defended to me. This looks like a pretty well defended area at the best of times. This is not the best of times. We're not full boost. We're not getting the best setup here. And now we've just had another possession play. We've gone back 10 seconds here. Because let's go over the same notes that we had earlier. Does Greasy need to hit this ball? Is there is there any danger that he needs to look out for? Like, is somebody about to shoot the ball into their net? No, nobody's about to shoot the ball into their net. So he doesn't actually need to hit this with any urgency whatsoever to prevent anything bad from happening. Is he going to take any opponent out of the game with his touch? No, he's not. Like, Gimmick's kind of messed up again with his defensive positioning, but no, Greasy's touch here is probably not going to take anybody out of the game. Is Greasy's touch going to force Cloud9 to lose control? No, it's not. It's also not going to do that. So there's really no upside to this shot. He should just let that ball bounce. You don't need to hit it on the first bounce. Here, Greasy should drive up, think, you know what? This isn't actually going to do anything. This touch is not likely to surprise Cloud9. It's not likely to cause him any trouble. I'm just going to let it bounce. Let it bounce, and then drive back at it a second time, a little bit slower, and take it under control. That would have been the play here. Take it under control. Because now who has control? Cloud9 have control. Wait, who did Scrub say thanks, brother, to? Did somebody make fun of Scrub? Oof. That's not very nice. You think you know someone based on their Twitch stream? Yeah, Nerper, you can't stand Scrub terrible attitude. His stream is enough to see him as a person. You don't like him at all. And you think he should drink bleach. That is incredibly childish. Jeez. Very, very brave. Wow. Such a brave thing to say. Coming to somebody else's Twitch chat, by the way. I don't think you even knew that Scrub was here. That is the most cowardly thing I've seen all day. Goodness me. Making fun of... Like, if you're making fun of me, that's one thing. Like, I would be like, lol, good try. But you're not even making fun of me. You're making fun of somebody you didn't even know is here? That's that's actually pathetic. I had to like pause on this replay right now because that's so pathetic. You're making fun of another streamer in my stream. Why? Who happens to be? You've said it in his chat too. Well, that doesn't give you any right to, like, you're basically, it's like talking behind somebody's back online. Like, they're both cowardly things to do. It's the most cowardly thing you could possibly do. Like, when you talk about somebody behind their back, that's not a good thing to do. Talk about somebody online. You're cowardly. You're hiding behind a monitor. You've just done both at the same time. Wow. That challenge by Scrub is really bad, by the way. Just on a side note, because Greasy's just left the play with no boost. Mind there earlier on, I was talking about how it was a terrible idea for Greasy to force a 50-50 in Cloud9's offensive corner on the other offensive corner, because the ball can ricochet out in so many ways that are beneficial to Cloud9. Same thing here, but this is even worse by Scrub actually, because yes, this 50-50 is bad to begin with. Like, you should know Squishy's got good enough control to take this 50-50. So Cloud9 are probably going to come out with the ball, but to make it matter, it's worse. Greasy's just rotated back, so now there's a huge disconnect between Greasy and Scrub. And I don't know how it took Gimmick so long to... Gimmick just didn't. Gimmick just gone really slow here. Still though, there's a huge disconnect between Scrub and Greasy. Greasy's still not in this play. And he can't follow up on Scrub, and I think he might have just got bumped as well. I'm not sure what happened here. Man, this... We're not really sure what happened. Did Gimmick bump Squishy? Or, yeah, Gimmick bump Greasy. There it is. You can see it on the left of the screen here. After Gimmick makes his touch, he comes in, bumps Greasy. But yeah, the problem here is that there's such a disconnect between what Scrub and Greasy are doing. Greasy wants to rotate back and get boost. Scrubkill is throwing himself into challenges, which are probably not going to take the ball off Cloud9. And all they're going to do is provide a volatile situation for Cloud9 to do something with.
Pathetic. Nerpa. Gingerly Nerpa. Terrible. Nerpa. Cowardly. Nerpa. Pooh head. Nerpa.
Is this guy really still making fun?
I am Brian and I don't like
Hold on,
you
I need
either.
to... Oh my goodness, this happened again. Are you kidding me? Let me pause on this. Sorry for everybody who's pausing, but this is really this interesting little drama going on in Twitch chat right now. I need to read this. I just need to read this. So somebody calls out Nerpa, says, say it to his face. You say that you would love to say this to his face. Do you really? Would you really love to say this? Lamau, he's a little kid. What's he gonna do, Lamau? That is, oh my, are you trying to come across as like a tough guy here? I don't think I've ever seen something less impressive than what I'm currently seeing from Nerper16. Change your name, or else be forever known as the dumbest person that I've ever seen in my well, no, maybe not the dumbest, but you're up there. That is so dumb. Like, you're actually so stupid. What are you doing? I mean, oh my, how many sub gifts is this? Timeout 420. Thanks for gifting 50 subs. We've actually broken our sub record again. We're at 2369 now. What is happening? I'm just gonna really quickly update that, then we'll get back into the last few seconds of this VOD, because it is, we're dragging this out. I don't mean to. Zetateki, thanks for 420 as well, and dot dash dash dot, thanks for 250 bits. Daffstead, thanks for tier 1, 3 months. JD Moss, thanks for the prime sub as well. Not sure if I said thanks for that. I'm muting alerts. You'll see the alert thing happening, but I've muted them. Ban this scum. It has to be me. I'm too entertained by how pathetic he is. If at Johnny Boy, if I met you IRL, I would kick your bum. XD. I'm sure you would. Go for it, mate. Please do. Please find me at LAN and attack me. Go for it. Not with like, don't do anything like that's gonna get you in prison, like for murder. That would be unwise. But yes, please 1v1 me at LAN. I would love to see this, and I cannot wait to see you being taken away by the police and put in a car for being an idiot. Like, go for it, mate. You won't, but I would love to see it. It would be very funny. Man, all these internet bad guys who are like, I'm gonna come to LAN and I'm gonna mess you up. No, you're not. And if you did, like, it would just be good content for me, and you'll have a night in a jail cell. Go for it, mate. How does this happen, by the way? What on earth is... Somebody just comes in here and they see that I'm reviewing a game with Scrub in the game, and then they're just like, I don't like Scrub. Man alive. Some people. Like, they'll never change their mind on you. Like, you wind someone up the wrong way one time, and then they just hate you for life. In fact, they go out so far out of their way to share their hatred of you to others that they go to someone else's Twitch chat to tell that Twitch chat how much you hate somebody. Oh, it's so weird. At Johnny, so you wouldn't fight. I would defend myself, but no, I wouldn't fight you. No, because fighting isn't tough. You're not cool for fighting people. If I was to bet, I'm pretty sure you've never fought anybody in your life, because you're in Twitch chat making fun of a 15-year-old, and calling him names and saying that you would say all these things to his face at LAN. So I'm pretty sure you've never had a fight in your life, and you don't know what it's like to be hit, and you don't know what it's like to hit anybody, and you wouldn't do it. You might think that you would, but you wouldn't. This is just my analysis of your character based on what I'm reading from you in Twitch chat. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't do anything, actually. Johnny, yep, that's right, Johnny. Sure, buddy. Oh. Another powerful argument. Definitely going to make me change my mind. No, Narper, but yeah, to answer your question, no, I wouldn't fight you. No, I wouldn't. I would defend myself from your, I don't know what you would try to do. You'd probably try Haymaker. That's what most people try and do. And it probably wouldn't work. Then that's the only thing you would do. You would try one, like random Haymaker. Even if you did hit me, I would probably just be like, what was that? Some fly landed on me. And then, like, everybody, like, you would just get dragged away. And then people would be like, yeah, that guy, he threw a punch. Get him out of the venue. And then people would, call the police. Oh my goodness, Mechanics, what is happening? Are you serious? I'm trying to tell a story here. Thanks for gifting another 50 subs for Canis. Well, I hope you guys really like that graphic. This YouTube vid is going to be long. Spending more time with this guy, I don't really mind, to be honest. But yeah, like, how much trouble you would get in if you did actually assault, like, a 15-year-old. Time at 420, thanks for gifting another sub. That's your 51st sub gift, dude. I appreciate that. Putting up, thanks for 250 bits, man. We've just hit another sub goal, haven't we? What is happening? Sorry for pausing this, but this is really interesting to me. Best fight you've been in. Your friend attacked you in the cafeteria before homeroom. Asked him later why. He said he wanted to fight someone, but knew both people would get detention, so he figured it'd be better to get stuck in detention with a pal. Start giving him attention. He's trying to do a publicity stunt. I mean, I think he's just getting called out, to be honest. He thought, nah, let me just go. This is like what he's thinking. Like, Nerper's thinking, I'm going to go make fun of Scrub, but I'm not going to do it in his chat. I'm going to do it in Johnny's chat, because that's how tough I am. Then it just so happened that Scrub's here, and Scrub's, like, called him out on it, and I thought that was really funny. Oh, here we go. Easy for you... Wait. The chat's moving. I can't read this. Easy for you to say this, because you are in the spotlight, and your subs listen to you. Share... Oh, let me share a tip with you, bud. Don't underestimate or pretend like you know someone you don't. It's not a good strategy to underestimate someone you don't know, just your opinion. You mean like how you're doing. You mean how you're underestimating Scrub's, like... personality, who you don't know, by the way. Like, you don't know him. You've watched him on stream a few times, and you might have been annoyed, and I don't know if you're jealous. I don't know what you're thinking, but you don't know him, and that's exactly what you're doing. Is you're underestimating him. You're underestimating his intelligence, his character. Vacanis is gifting another 20 subs. I don't know what to say at this point. This is stupid. What's happening? And no, I think if I was talking nonsense, my subs would call me out. Like, press 1 if you would call me out on talking nonsense. Like, I'm just talking sense here, because you're being dumb. Like, you're being dumb. Nah, people are like, ignore this. Nah, actually, I'm enjoying this. I like this. I'm loving this. So I will continue to talk about it. In his stream, he's toxic. It's his streaming persona. It's not what he's like in real life, as somebody who's met him lots of times. And you need to, like, be able to identify the difference between those. Like, Scrub Killer at this tournament, I think he handled himself very well. I think he was very professional. I was very impressed here in the in-between game comms between him and Greasy. Now, the thing that I don't like about what you did is, like, I hate when I see people, like, talking trash about someone. Like, you can talk trash about me, go for it. I couldn't care less. Go for it. Like, I'm not gonna stop you. In fact, my subs and my friends do it all the time. That's why I'm quite used to it. But like, I just think that's so pathetic to come in and talk trash about another streamer in my stream. Like, what on earth? At least go and do it to their face. Thanks for another 10 gifted subs for Caddis. What on earth's happening? One more TV. Thanks for 500 bits. I don't know what to do right now. We're at 2450 subs. We're almost at 2500. How is this happening? Alright, I guess the next emote's at 2600. I don't know when this is gonna stop, but you guys are insane. Call me Snacks, thanks for Twitch Prime sub. If I've missed a sub that somebody like subbed in the middle of this, then I'm sorry. But yeah, TLDR, I don't like it when people like call out or, you know, talk about other streamers in my stream in a negative way, because that's just to me, that's talking behind their back. I don't like people who talk about others behind their back. Oh, where's the bump, Greasy? Where's the bump? If you like swapped Greasy and Gimmick's positions right now, I guarantee you Gimmick would make a beeline for Greasy and try and bump him out of the net. But Greasy doesn't do that. Like, Gimmick did really, really well identifying when he could go for bumps and goalies this tournament, and Greasy didn't. Scrub didn't do this as well as Squishy either. Like, I think Gimmick and Squishy were just way ahead on that. Please explain what you should do in the opposition corner if you can't go for a 50-50. You can bump them, you can demo them, you can steal their boosts, you can fake a challenge. Just have a presence there that doesn't take you out of the game, and it doesn't cause a volatile situation to arrive. Right, I'll see you later. I didn't see you. Somebody just said they were going to leave, but the chat moved too fast. Sorry about that. Good night, whoever just left. Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to call it not just that guy, but I'm just like saying, it's like more word of advice for all of you guys. Like, don't... What is this? What am I watching? Like, if you're gonna talk trash about other streamers, do it to them. Don't come to me and don't come to my chat and talk trash about them. Go talk trash to them directly. Oh my word! Are you kidding me? Timeout 420. What is happening? Like, everybody who's watching this VOD is just like, they don't know what's happening because they don't see this live. Wait a minute. I don't even know how many that was. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how many that was. Vacanus, thanks for 500 bits. Just a gift for you and your subs. Thank you for all the amazing content, Vacanus. Thank you so much. Time at 420, I think, just gifted 100 subs. I don't know. I'm really not sure. Robin also subbed for 7 months in the middle of that. Good time. I just caught that. 5 Magic shouldn't be mod 4 he says. I don't know what to do right now. Nebidar, thanks for Twitch Prime sub. What is going on? What is going on? Where's my little... even though there's so many sub gifts, some people still didn't get it. But yeah, we there's one other interesting thing to talk about in this series. Wait, where was I again? By the way, I do like air dribbling by Squishy. I've been criticizing air dribbling a lot, but air dribbling here is really good because it gets the ball to probably break away from Girls' control. And yeah, Girls kind of had to go for a YOLO challenge here. It didn't work, but Cloud9 expertly done overall at the final few seconds here. I don't know what to say to all of you guys who are gifting subs by Timeout and Vacanus. We're at 2552 subs. We're almost at this next goal. What is going on? How did this happen? How did this happen? It just keeps on going up. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll see if there's any like handshake analysis or anything like that at the end of the stream here. At the end of this. The gimmick bump. Well, yeah, I was just want to see what happened at the end of this series. Alright, let's see what happens to the handshake. Hold on. So yeah, Greasy class, by the way, from Greasy. Losing team, and he's right across. He's not like, you know, crying. Just goes straight across and gives both of the Gimmick and Squishy a hug. And then yeah, Scrub goes for the power move actually. Handshake and the shoulder. Gimmick just got ruined. Gimmick just got ruined, and Gimmick also just realized that Scrub's taller than him because he didn't get shake Scrub's hand last time. You'll remember Scrub just walked away, I think by accident, and Gimmick was like looking for him. He's like, wait, where's the other guy? I was gonna shake his hand too, but he's gone. Lucas Link, thanks for the 3 months in a row. Welcome back. Yeah, this alert is just that's just gonna be happening for the rest of the stream. So enjoy it. Oh, we're at 1,999 subs. No way. How many subs? Yeah, that's interesting. 1,999 subs. Wow. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Scrub just went for a power move here. He gets the handshake and the shoulder. Gimmick didn't even get an elbow or anything. He didn't get, like, you know, double handshake Scrub or elbow. Just Scrub straight to the shoulder, ruins him. Oh, I think Squishy might have beaten him to it. So Squishy is really quite observant here. He sees right here, I think it's the moment where he spotted Gimmick getting ruined by Scrub. He saw that happening, so he knows Scrub's probably going to go for the shoulder grab. Hey, I'm going to beat you to it. Did he beat him to it, though? I think Squishy, he had the first move, but since he went all the way around to the shoulder that was further away, he might have connected a little bit late. We're going to have to watch that in slow motion, actually, to see who came in first. So here it is, Squishy versus Scrub. Whose hand lands first? Scrub actually did get it in, even though Squishy attacked way earlier. Scrub was just too fast. Efficiency wins at the end of the day. Look at that. He just straight in to the shoulder. None of this around to the far away. He just got straight in. Scrub actually just 1v2'd pretty hard after a class act from Greasy, walking across to congratulate the winning team. Candice, thanks for gifting a sub to Skogig. And Robin, thanks for gifting a sub to Manir Manki Poot. We're at 2,555 sub points. How did this happen? I don't know how this happened. This is madness. This, by the way, the winner ceremony for this tournament, I thought was extremely lackluster. I don't know. Like, yep, team just won. Other team lost. Now they're just going to sit in their chairs, I guess. Usually at this point, the winning team would be lifting the trophy. Or, I don't know, it would be like some epic music playing and, you know, glitter or stuff, confetti would be falling. But this one, just nothing. They're just chilling. And back to the nest. And then, like, when did the trophy actually happen? Oh, here it is. Here's the trophy bit. I think is that Torment's mom and Squishy's mom? Or was it Gimmick's mom? I don't know. Get your hype for your winners, Cloud9. It's like, I don't know what to make of this. Wait, was that it? Oh, is this after they lifted the trophy? Hold on a second. When did they lift the trophy? Did they lift the trophy at all? I don't know if they did, to be honest. We're watching a replay of the final moments. Thanks for 100 bits, it's Riser. Scrub fast shoulder clap tutorial. Do it for the content. I'm only silver 2 in post tournament hand placement. Yeah, they're just chilling right now. Are they gonna lift the trophy or? Yeah, it was a super anticlimactic ending. Oh wait. Oh, hold on. They're at the trophy with interview guy. Interview guy was really great, by the way. I liked him. Can't remember his name, but he was good. Oh, I think yeah, here it is. I found it. I found the trophy lift. Here it is. Larry, yes. Your winners. Yay. I don't misunderstand my clapping of excitement as you know, making fun of Cloud9's win here. They got a really good win, but this trophy ceremony was so dead. I don't know what happened. They just walk away. They don't even take the trophy. They're just like, yeah, we'll just leave that there. They just left it. There was no crowd. Yeah, they probably should have got a crowd in there. I don't know if they can, but yeah, they probably should have got a crowd in there or something. You don't need much. You don't need like a huge crowd to get some background noise, but I love that they just leave. They're just like, all right, yeah, we did really well. We lifted that thing. Let's get out of here. Then they just leave. Oh, it's so funny. I'm not sure if they had a plan for that. I don't know if this was scripted, like if they knew what they were supposed to be doing, but oh my days. These sub alerts, man. Or did I get rid of this text? There it is. Okay, I got rid of the text. Going to the Esports Scotland final event. I don't even know what that is, so probably not.